Hello and welcome to Foxy Rocks Reviews. In this video we're going to cover the Transgender Day of Remembrance 2017. So of course if you've seen the video last year, we just had Brexit, then we had the concerns regarding the difference between different minorities and those being highlighted, and then hatred around those was increasing, and of course this has continued over the last 12 months. So hatred and hate crimes have been on the increase. We've generally found that within kind of social media and Facebook and other outlets that are produced by individuals, there seems to be more hatred. This goes into then things like the BBC documentary and the ITV interview with Piers Morgan, and of course there have been several incidences since with ITV and Good Morning Britain, which have covered the similar topics in various different guises. And one of the big issues we're having at the moment here is that we're seeing quite a lot of time the media is actually fueling, or at least not impeding, this movement of travel. And so what we can see is actually this hatred propagating in lots of ways, being celebrated. And that's what really concerns us, is that obviously the non-binaries have had a lot of issues, but it's greater than that. And this is what we're seeing here, is we're having division from outside the community and then division from inside the community as well. Individuals like Alan Carr have been on record as saying the LGBT community seems to enjoy cannibalising itself from within when we have very big real threats from outside. You had the transgender toilet bill that came out last year. Obviously we've got some good movement that there's actually a transgender politician that's actually come into the post where that bill was actually raised. So we're actually making some really great progress there. But at the moment we seem to be in a bit of a transitional phase in the UK about how we're dealing with these issues, and we don't seem to be coping very well. In other locations like America, that seems to be reflected as well. I think now more than ever we need to at least try to reach out and attempt to understand what others' challenges are. So whether that's within or outside of the LGBT or transgender community, to other minorities and the larger population, so we can form a better society going forwards. Because at the moment we seem to be getting slowly more divided, slowly more separated, and slowly more seem to be wanting to destroy ourselves from within. And a lot of the time when I see these types of comments and these types of statements, they are very closed, or they don't really belong in the transgender community, where there's been no discussion with that, there was no openness of expression of that, it was just a closed statement. And to be honest, with this year's video, that's the message I think I would want to put forwards, is not that we have to hold hands and get along and not have any disagreements, but at least try to be open to see someone else's perspective. And also if we do see things like hate speech and hate comments, we actually do start questioning that more, and we actually start to investigate that more than just letting it be and let it slide. There was one person that I remember speaking to that by being silent, you're being complicit. And maybe this is the case. Maybe this is the time when these types of comments are being made. We should at least question them and question what they're based on, rather than just letting them be. When I walk around the street sometimes, it's not uncommon that something might be said to me, and you do have to kind of pick your battles, but sometimes you wonder whether you get habituated to it and you just walk it by. But they'll say something, and it's quite easy when it's so prevalent sometimes for you to mentally walk by them as well. Maybe all of us in one form or another should challenge that, whether that's being like a reply back to a comment, reporting a hate crime to a police, so on and so forth, so we can play our part for a world we actually like to live in. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and of course we'll have a minute silence at the end of this video to show respects. You do have the Instagram, the Twitter, all that good stuff if you do want to have a comment, or if you do have a video's ideas, or you want to collaborate. We are very open to that, and of course we're open to new ideas as well. This channel is for the transgender community, and to cover as much of the transgender umbrella as we can. Of course I'm coming from the trans woman's perspective, and that's good, but of course there's many other equally valid perspectives and equally valid voices. But if there's other people wanting to cover other aspects of the transgender spectrum, we're really open to that. I mean, even something as simple as an audio recording we can take and make into a video, and of course if you don't want to be named in the video, that's not an issue either, and you can just swing us an email, or maybe if you want to just raise a topic idea, do it that way. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe.